All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashib, Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashim,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
Kakadash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the bros out there with the sincere faith of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. And, shalom to the ones out there with the belief of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. So I'm here with the brother.
Shamaria.
I'm a brother Amonf, and we linked up and we figured to throw something on wax. And one of the topics that came up, it was Matthew 20. This is Matthew 6, verse 22. It says, "The light of the body." Let me
start up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just go. Oh yeah,
there's a lot in there. That's why.
All right. So, but the point, we're gonna make it quick. The point is basically this. This is Matthew 6 and verse 22. It says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." And when I was with the brother went into the word.
Yeah. For the word for word for eye.
I think it was a single.
Yeah. So the word for single. So the word for eye is metaphorically talking about your mind. Because that, like how the saying goes, the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Yeah.
Which your soul, your spirit, your napash, is in your mind, right? So that word for single is the Greek haplos, which means let me see. What is it? The definition? Oh, there you go. Yeah, single, whole, good, fulfilling its office, sound, right, or whole, or sound, right, like being whole, or being healthy. So keeping your mind on righteous things is gonna be fulfilled in your whole body. Because if your head, like the scriptures talk about when Jake went off, the whole head is sick. If the head is sick, everything else follows. Well, if you keep your mind or your eye on righteous things, all right, your whole body is gonna be full of light or full of righteousness. Your manner of life is gonna be different. It's gonna be that of righteousness when you keep your eye single. What else were we gonna get?
Oh, the word was it single?
That was single.
Okay, yeah, it did.
The word for eye. Well, yeah, no, metaphorically, it's talking about your mind,
Yeah, and that's what it is, man. Basically, we want to keep our minds on, and constantly be in the state of mind of our eyes being on the kingdom, because that's right up above. I'll read a little bit of it, but it says, this is verse 19. It says, "Lay not up yourselves treasure on earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Because look, this world, you're able to be exposed. Esau could take anything. He could take pretty much everything away from you. Your kids, your car, your wife. So that's why we want to work towards things in heaven. But it says but lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. And that's what we want. We want pure righteousness. But we know this place is overly abundantly wicked.
There's wickedness in abundance. Because here, especially living in to but as captive in Babylon, it's nothing but fulfilling your flesh, bad dietary laws. Because what happens when these people's minds are only on wickedness? Their body follows. That's why you see people unhealthy bodies, different diseases, which is just unclean spirits. That's why like the scriptures say, that their whole head is sick. It's more specifically talk about our people. They're sick because their minds aren't single on righteousness. Their eyes aren't towards the paths of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Yeah, you look, and if you look who's ruling, Esau. And like the brother was talking about, look, their diets are bad. Everybody's depressed and miserable. Everybody hates traffic.
Yeah, everybody has some type of mental illness. Mental illness is a crazy high right now in Babylon. I don't know about other places, but here is everybody's on drugs.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And they know that people are worshiping Satan, so that's by what?
Openly,
yeah. Openly. Here it is. There was some clip I seen on Instagram. The dude was at a concert, and the artist said something crazy about, like, the gates of hell about to open up, and you're about to sacrifice, we're about to sacrifice all y'all. And the guy looked around like, yo, is nobody, like, about to freak out about this?
No one gonna say nothing?
Yeah. But I'll just finish this one. This is verse 21. It says, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, and that's what we want to be like David, a man that was used after the Lord's heart.
That's right. And if I could say real quick, because I've been reading about King David for the past few weeks, I've been rereading Samuel's over and over again. And King David was his number one trait was obedience. That was a big one with him. Besides, being very, very faithful, he was very obedient unto the Lord, even into situations where he was almost put to death, man.
Yeah.
He didn't kill Saul because he wasn't ordered to do it yet. He was never ordered to do it anyway. It happened, through the Spirit. It played out how it was supposed to, but he was obedient, even to his own hurt. If it came to it.
Okay. I'm gonna finish it off. This is verse 23. I'm jumping down from 19 to 23. It says, "But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness." And you see, that's what we have today. Everybody's full of darkness. It's like almost, when the brother come up to a camp and he say he's been listening for a while, and it's like he comes the second time, it's like feels like a miracle.
Yeah, for real.
Because it feels like there's a lot of wickedness. Everybody's a thug. Everybody wants a gun.
Everybody wants a fast car, fast broads, and drugs and money and guns. Everybody's just wicked.
Yeah, that rock star lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just getting wasted and just trying to live your best life. But something that we've learned is that feeding the flesh, man, that shit it destroys you.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's how we know. Like this is the spirit of truth, because we know when we put ourselves through some type of discipline and some type of stress, we enjoy life more better. But this society teaches that you want to have fun and do the things that your flesh wants to do, all the time, like 24/7, which is to be in a state of happiness is crazy, and that's what these people want, to be in a constant state of happiness. There's gonna be no struggles in your life. You see, that's how everybody's like you said, everybody's on drugs trying to cope with the pain. That shit is crazy.
That's the thing. When your eye's not single on righteousness, your body's full of darkness. You got pain to deal with. You're not whole, because your body, right? You're keeping your eye single is keeping your eye on wholeness, essentially, right? So if your body ain't whole, you're going through something. Something ain't right, as they say, right?
Yeah. It says, "If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon." And that's one thing, man. People don't like to let go of these weights or these things that entangle them from serving the Lord.
That's right.
And that's why we're thankful, and we sometimes brothers meditate on the way to work, and shoot, man, we use gratitude to show our love, man, towards Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. I'm gonna grab. Let me get the scripture, Salakia. What the heck? I got it right here. Salakia. Why didn't it pop up? There you go. All right, this is Hebrews 12, verse 1. It says, "Therefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily besets us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." But it's all about putting those weights to the side. Things that's hindering you for increasing and spiritually.
Yeah, let go of that baggage. Who's not familiar with that? Birthing the truth. If you with a woman that ain't right, it's just baggage.
Yeah.
Right. If she don't let go of that baggage, she'll never be able to serve you properly. And that's the same thing with us, man. If you the Most High's woman, you ain't supposed to have baggage, because what's gonna happen when you have baggage? You bring bad personality traits.
Yeah.
You bring toxicity, as everybody likes that word now, toxic. You bring in toxicity to the relationship, which brings nothing but problems. That's the same with us. We have to let go of the sin which doth so easily beset us, right? We have to let go of the things that mess us up in a way.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times in this truth, it's really ourselves that's getting in our own way of serving the Lord 100% to the best of our ability. It's us. We have a problem that we need to deal with, and that's what the brotherhood is for, to tell us, hey, you should cut that shit out. Or the Lord will show you through a trial or tribulation. We go through it every day, man. It's the Lord's always telling us, hey, let that shit go, man. Just drop it.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. This is 2 Peter's 2 verse 10. It says, "But that day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise,
Yep.
and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" Because what we're looking for is, like what I was about to say. I'm going to read it. It says, "For Slakia, looking forward to hastening unto the coming of the day of the most of you." Well, that's talking about the Lord. It says, "Within wherein the heavens being on fire shall dissolve, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." What manner of a person should we be in, man? You're supposed to have your mind dead set on the kingdom. Keeping your mind from off of silly things, because it says even to think about sin, think about folly as sin. So that's and what Esau is constantly putting folly out there.
Yeah. Can you read the last part, or can I read it?
Yeah.
That last part, it says, "What manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" I didn't want to jump the gun, Salakia, but brothers always bring it out. That word conversation is your manner of life or your way of living, right? So it should be holy, which is literally the same thing as keeping your eye single. Because keeping your eye on righteousness, which righteousness is faith in Yahweh Shai and everything that encompasses that, and that includes your dietary laws, that includes your what you do on a daily basis, man. You putting the Lord forward, you putting the Lord first on your mind when you wake up, or you putting him in your mind at all during the day, and because he gave us a warning at the beginning of this precept. It said that seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, how should we be acting? In more plain words, so that Jake can better understand it. If everything gonna be destroyed, how should you be acting? Should you be acting like that rapper that's talking about the gates of hell? Is that how we should be? Or should we be more like our elders and apostles, where they're keeping their mind on prophecy? Hey, they're keeping their eyes single.
Yeah.
Apostle Tahar uploading videos at a fast rate.
Yeah.
And he's way older than us, and he's still doing it, dropping video after video. Edifying, man, which is building up, man. That's what it means. It means to build up stronger, But yeah, that's what we should be.
Nevertheless, verse 13, it says, "Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness." And that's what we want to. We want to dwell there as much as possible, because like I was getting ready to speak on that, Esau has a bunch of folly out here, not only with like the ads and stuff like that, but even with the people, the way these people carry themselves, that spirit that Esau put on them, they constantly putting out folly. People, reckless driving, all types of manner of stuff. Help me out, brother.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, how Esau puts these things in the minds of the people, right?
Yeah.
Because I was telling you about that Jake, that Levi I was working with, right? And he kept making joke. He's like, "Oh, we're at work. We're at the plantation. We doing a bid right now. We doing a bid, right?"
Yeah.
And it's funny, for those that don't know bid, like you're doing time in jail. There's two types of people that come out of prison: the people that are gonna come right back, and the people that actually make something of themselves, right? And that's like us here in America, man. Cause right now we in a way doing a bid, right? We doing time right now. But we getting our mind right for the kingdom, because that's where our mind is at. Our mind is on spiritual success. Like what does it say in Joshua? It says, "If you keep your mind on the ordinance of the Lord, then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, then shalt thou have good success." There's only one way to get to the kingdom, The only way to get to the kingdom is keeping your mind on your faith in Yahweh Shai and everything that is involved with that, So that, because the true success is what? The obtaining of wisdom, That's that word in Joshua 1 and 8. For success, it's the word shakal, I believe, which just means wisdom. So for us to have good wisdom, we got to keep our mind on the ordinances of the Lord. Okay? You got something?
Yeah, we'll end it with this. I'm going to get Isaiah 25. And 7. This is Isaiah 25, verse 7. And I will destroy in this mountain the face. A mountain in the scriptures is known as like leaderships, So Esau is ruling right now, so he's the one on top of the mountain. He's the king of the mountain. It says, and I will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yep.
And the veil that is spread over all nations. Yeah, and that's what we're doing, man. We're breaking up strongholds with these words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
If I could say, destroying the veil, the Lord did it by way of the prophets, first off, and the tongue of Esau himself, where they told on themselves and revealed themselves, right? So when that veil was destroyed, we're able to see clearly. We know who we are, we know who they are, and we're looking towards the kingdom. Everybody else, they kind of still haven't been fully awakened yet, to everything. But yeah, the Lord did that, man. He took that veil off of everybody, that covering cast, which was what? Nationalities, the right way of life.
Yeah.
The right way of life is the way of our forefathers, because everybody at some point we was back in the East living a certain way. Every single one of us, Elam, Moab, Ammon, right?
Yep.
So the manner of life was taken away from us by Esau Edom, man. But that veil, that veil is what covered the people's eyes. That's how they became full of darkness. That veil covered them, and they became what, man? They became Americans, Babylonians. Now everybody eats cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
Everybody over here is speaking English, An Edomite spoke to me in English. I said an Edomite. Israelite that speaks Spanish speaking to me in English. You know what I mean? It's crazy out here, man. Everybody Babylon. That veil done got people sick.
Yeah, that Babylon Jews, bro.
Yeah.
Strong.
The people who aren't keeping their eyes single are sick.
Yeah.
And will be sick to death.
Right. Verse 8, it says, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord power will wipe away tears from off all faces.
That's the kingdom.
Yeah.
Like Salakia, if I could say.
Yeah.
That's like when you read earlier, we look for new heavens and new earth. That's the new heavens and new earth right there. What when Yahweh Shai swallows up death in victory, right? He already did it. It's time for the Israelites, the elect, to do it. When they do it, what's that mean? Immortality, new bodies, different manner of living, perfect manner of living, right? That's that swallowing up death in victory.
Yeah, brother, it's beautiful because even in our kingdom, Esau, he's gonna be able to smell the air, and all the heathens gonna be able to have their lot, their land. Everybody's gonna be happy. But Esau, the nations, they gotta go into slavery. But after that 1,000 years, when they gone, it's gonna be nothing but peace.
Yep.
I'm gonna just finish it off because I just seen the tears, and I was like, everybody's messed up in their head nowadays. You see somebody in the grocery store from like high school, and they look like a dark cloud is over them.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Lord power will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall be taken away from off all the earth. For the Lord have spoken it. So he's a man that he shall not lie. It's gonna happen.
Come on, brother. Was that it on that one? You read verse 8 already?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And the wiping the tears away and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from all. Right. Because what? We ain't gonna sin no more. We ain't gonna be the ones getting punished anymore.
Right.
That's when the tears are wiped away. Because ain't gonna be no more death in Israel. Ain't gonna be no more death. What they say within their walls, it should be no more death, no more crying. So yeah, that's all I got on that one. That's all I got to say for that one.
Yeah, but that's we didn't want to make it too long. So with that, we're just gonna close and give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders who rule well. Also the bishops up there in CT. You know, shalom to the brothers out there in the four winds pushing the work in sincerity and truth. And shalom to the firm believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua out there. Shalom.
Shalom.